I've started recording. Pressing start now. So, man, we've been doing these episodes so rapid fire. We have to talk to Dr. Rachel. I don't know where. I'm guessing the. Where did she say? I was not paying attention.
I don't know.
She does not say. She just says, "Go speak to Dr. Ray." I'm guessing in the executive section.
Let's try.
Nope.
No?
Oh, I guess the Let me check. Yeah, it's the hospital in the infirmary.
Where is that?
It's the third thing. It's in the laboratory door to the left.
Okay. It says... Oh, I cannot enter.
What? The infirmary? It should be the door with the girl next to it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Cannot
Okay.
enter.
Okay, you're talking about the laboratory, the third thing
Yeah.
on the elevator.
Yeah.
Or is it the fourth? I can't remember.
I'm in the third thing, the laboratory. So...
Ah, that's weird.
the fourth has the same issue.
Oh, okay, you went to the door with the girl that had the girl next to it, right?
Yeah.
That's weird. Oh, okay, maybe you have to talk to the counter girl first.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm sure it's just...
The emo guy from the previous game is no longer emo, apparently.
Let's see if I can now.
Oh, that audio!
Oh, now I can enter. I'm clipping through evil girl. Who am I supposed to talk to?
You have to talk to Rachel, the wheelchair girl.
Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming there's a cutscene if you said the sound was bad.
Okay, Soma went from being an emo to an edgelord. It's like, oh yeah, you want to thank my father? Well, I was taught that you should tell these things to people in person. I'm sure you'll meet him eventually.
So, the director wants Fryer involved with this. Yeah, that's right. Well, I suppose.
Man, I cannot take the edge of this cutscene.
My god. That face.
You've met?
Not really. Only just a moment ago.
Man, that bit rate,
Are
I'll
you
never
related
get
to
over
the
that.
Director
Ah.
Shitsong, perhaps?
The audio.
You
Yeah.
could say that. Rather close.
Oh,
in
do
fact.
not worry, we'll
The
soon
honest one,
have
Shitsong was
audio
my
just as
father.
bad.
Yeah.
Soma.
I still remember. I wish that guy was no longer active.
I am Dr. Rachel.
I mean, I wish the guy was still active.
Your father did a
but-
lot of wonderful things. for
I
the
kind of
world.
miss that Let's Play that I used to watch that literally recorded with a bloody
You can
tape
save that
recorder.
for
Oh
attitude.
yeah.
I was always taught it
That
was
was.
best to deliver
I
such
always
things
found
in
that to be
person.
the funniest
You'll see them in
thing.
the next life eventually.
Man,
Sorry,
I hope
just,
we
poor
can
joke,
do
Miss
our
Morris.
My,
tribute
my
episode
Rachel,
soon
you
enough.
do have a delightfully
Oh
morbid
yes,
sense of
hopefully.
humor,
I
don't
just
you?
need to find it.
Perhaps that
I just need to
charm is
find a
what drove
VHS
your
tape.
companion
Uh-huh.
to the moon.
Okay, so
It's not done yet for me.
not done yet for you.
Just a
No,
poor
I
chap.
was after you, so the cutscene
Touche.
started late.
It's rather strange. You seem almost familiar, Miss Claudius. Perhaps you're a monster inside just like me.
I admit, it was a rare pleasure, Soma.
I really hope in
This
God Eater
chance
3
meeting.
you
Call
can
on,
do
Vice Captain.
character episodes during multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can sort of understand why you can. Actually, no, I cannot. If you can do the story mode while in
Something in
multiplayer, I
your
cannot
eyes
understand why you
reminds me
cannot
of an
do
old
the.
friend.
Well,
If you're anything like that,
Yeah, the character
Okay, I know.
you'll be
episodes.
one to watch. Just
That should
be
be
careful out there.
that should be
old man,
the
I'm
same
coming
thing
in.
as the main missions.
There are
If
some
you
things
think
we
about
need
it,
to
nothing is
discuss.
preventing the game from having the same online features. Makes no sense. Okay, cutscene's finished.
okay, now I have the quest.
Okay.
So,
I'm just gonna
Okay,
check my
yeah.
pills because it's very important. Okay, I have them. It's all good. We're all good.
okay, now I just have to. Let's see, I'll bring Nana, and of course I'll bring Ciel. I'm still incredibly angry that Romeo did not die.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you will soon.
I'm angry. I want him to die already.
Uh,
It's not fair. Let's see.
I already talked
what?
to her.
So I can put a 20 on the. Yeah, sure, revive. Okay, so do I have pills?
Always
So-
check for pills.
So I did check the whole blood bullet thing. So not only do you have to use certain not only is it that only certain guns can use certain blood bullet chips, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to keep using the gun to unlock the blood bullet chips.
Ah. Oh.
So you have to keep on shooting. I'm not sure if there's anything else that increases how much your blood bullet levels up, because it levels up sort of like experience points the more you use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm transmitting
I'm-
Shield's new intel.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, I will. Oh. Oh wow, you spawned near the boss.
What the,
I will go to you.
what the actual fuck? What's
Look,
going on?
Wait, why are my blood bullets empty? Face eyes.
Oh man. That's gonna be shit. For me at least.
Okay, Nana and Ciel are here to the rescue.
Why would you spawn someone right next to a boss?
As a cruel joke.
Yeah, but... Hey, we have this blind man in our
They
squad.
they just kicked you off the. So you know how in lore, people arrive to these places on a helicopter.
Yeah.
In lore, they just kicked you off at random places.
Yeah. Oh, shiny.
Hey, you know, Ciel, Nana, you wanna would be great? Some buffs.
Yeah. Ah. What is my? Yes.
Oh, finally they give me some buffs.
Oh, okay. I was not in the right.
Oh. Give me a moment. I need to heal you. Okay, there you go. I need to upgrade my Healy shot.
Oh shit. You ran me over as soon as you hit me.
Conditions have been
Ow.
fulfilled. Links in your
Great.
device is spinning up.
For a moment I thought you said he rammed me.
Oh, no.
Device is spinning up. First level at maximum. Do what you were born to do.
Okay, so apparently I have no idea what's going on. I have this very strange I had this very strange status ailment that I had no idea what it did.
Oh shit.
What?
I can barely see anything, and it's
Yeah, it's pretty brown and red in this map.
yeah, it's not very glorious. I'm just trying to navigate and move around just so I don't get too much. Oh man. Oh, another shiny. Woohoo. I don't even know if I can actually hit monsters with my bullet from far away.
Ow.
Because
I'm just one.
I don't
Go ahead.
because I don't see the bullets moving, like, you know, I don't see them on the screen. So I don't know if you can shoot from far away or if you need to be at a certain distance. Anyway. Shit. That one was right into me.
Version is imminent. That area is made for ambushes and flanking. Recommend that you change position.
Oh, wow, that almost hit me. I actually managed to dodge that. Give me a moment. You need heals. Where are you so I can heal you? And that
Mid-level
monster's in the
hostiles
way.
in the region.
Thanks.
Okay, healed you.
Oh shit. Man. Get away from me.
Okay, healed you. And then I got hit.
Thanks.
Where are... I'm wondering, where are the homing lasers? Oh, wow.
Activating.
Ah, and now there are two of them.
Oh, seriously?
Is Ciel the only one that has homing lasers? Is that for healing only?
I don't know. Oh shit, I didn't see the other one.
Use this one.
I don't even know if we can defeat that thing.
Well, as long as we do not have any connectivity issues like last time, we should be fine. And now I just jinxed it.
First level maximum. Do what you were born to do. Nana's resonance is calling all the enemies to her.
Okay, good. Nana's being the meat shield now.
The origami is breaking off its attack.
What did I just...
Sounds of combat have attracted a Yaksha Raja.
Wait, block! Ah, it'll hit you. You know, we've been making so many of these episodes lately, it's honestly kind of difficult for me to keep up with the editing.
I can imagine that. We've been going at it like really hard those last few weeks, days maybe, I don't know.
Especially because I have to make all of the compilation videos.
Oh man,
and
the compilation.
And the other one with a word that I'm not going to say because I'm trying to make less work for myself as much as possible.
Oh shit. Believe it or not, for me, like, I'm not doing that much editing, but it's still a lot of work for me even. It's just that I have a lot of free time, so I have the time to do it, I guess, whenever I want to. But it's far from as much work as you, but, you know, I still have to, you know, do stuff and add things, modify things and cut and, you know, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing I noticed actually, speaking of editing, so my PC is better than my previous one, and yet when I render a 1 hour episode, it takes 2 hours to render it. So it's double the real time, which makes no sense because I used to be able to render like pretty much real time, like, you know. So I don't know if my settings are wrong or because everything, all of my specs are superior to my previous PC, so it shouldn't be slow, which is why I'm kind of
Yeah. Sometimes it's the settings. I basically put my settings at lossless level settings.
Oh.
So it takes an eternity for me. I have no idea why I do that though.
I don't even know what my settings are, so maybe I have like really, you know, inefficient settings or something.
It would not surprise me if you were using default settings.
Yeah, because I haven't changed anything, so that could be the reason why. One thing we improved over the previous Let's Play in Resurrection is that I believe there is less grunting. Less
Oh no, there is a lot more grunting.
Okay. For some reason I thought it was less, but I guess, I don't know, just an impression. I got the wrong
There is
impression.
still just as much grunting.
Oh.
Especially because there are no devouring styles.
Yeah, that's one thing that I really, really, really miss. Like really.
Oh. I almost said it! I was able to catch myself just in time to not say it! Anyway, I put in a good amount of abilities for me to absorb enemy HP. So I'm actually doing fairly decently if I include the fact that... Oh, please. Include the fact that I am being healed by teammates. Nope! And I still... I'm trying to focus on the one that we started killing first because...
I have no idea which one it is.
Oh, no.
So. Oh shit.
Yeah, they're both the same type and they move similarly. Okay, I'm going to need... Oh man, I said it! I can never escape!
You cannot escape. Ah, shit. Too far.
Oh wow, I healed with my weapon special ability, only to get hit again and lose all of that HP. It's kind of a thing that's happening a lot. Give me a moment, I'm going to heal you. As soon as I can find you. There you go, all healed.
Thanks. Ah. Oh. Whoa.
Nope! Oh wow, it actually missed me!
We can confirm enemy bond is now broken.
My eyes are getting even more confused right now. I don't know what's going on, but something is wrong.
Okay, I know what's going on. Both origami are focused on shooting things.
Oh, one is dead?
Okay, it's dead.
Which-
One is dead. The one that we needed to kill is dead. It's over here.
Okay.
I'm me, so I'm going to try to kill the other one
No.
by spamming bullets at it.
I wish I could spam bullets.
See what a god eater is capable of.
Ah.
Come on, die! I'm just... Oh, I actually defeated it!
Wow.
Oh man! I said it! Ah. I'm trying to catch myself every time I say it, so I stop saying it. Well, we got a B for that one. Well, I got a B.
I haven't checked. I was not reading the screen.
Actually, I'm not sure if blood bullet chips are locked by gun type, so I'm going to try switching gun types. Just because I'm curious about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that my save?
Wait, what?
Okay, we are back on the Friar.
What?
That was a part of the quest. We had to travel back to the Friar on foot, apparently, or something.
Okay, what should we do now? Okay.
So, let's see.
I'm going.
We have to go to the laboratory on the upper level.
Okay. And where is it?
It's the upper level room on the right.
I see.
Origami shields. So we have to go kill things to get cells to make shields for the origami soldiers.
Okay.
So we have to go kill an ice Congo. Pills. So I'm going to try switching my gun to... No, I don't want a shotgun. Let's see, how is this doing? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Where is the mission thingy? Oh, here.
Yep.
Did I? Okay, I was not at the right
Oh,
place.
I did not press ready. I swear, if Reddit stole my meme, I'm going to be angry. I hate Reddit with a burning passion.
Sharing the enemy data Ciel has discovered.
Not because of its users, but because I hate the format.
Soon we should.
Wait. Oh, great. You spawned where the boss was again. What terrible luck you have.
Yeah, I know. I'm just moving away, like.
I really miss having a foot pedal for my microphone.
Oh.
It was so easy to just, if I did not want to say something or wanted to cough, then I could just take my foot off the pedal and then it would mute my microphone.
It doesn't. It's not letting me take my shiny. This stupid thing. I want my shiny.
Oh, I forgot that I'm using a different gun, so I don't have my normal bullets.
Ah.
Oh, feces! I have terrible bullets. What? Oh, that's what was wrong. I wasn't using... I wish I had homing bullets right now. Actually, I wish I had explodey bullets. I'm so conditioned to think that I'm using a blast gun instead of a assault gun.
Conditions fulfilled. The link support device is activated. Got our power holding at level 3. Take hold of victory.
So yeah, what I wanted to say, and I forgot about it for a while, is soon there will be like a copyright system for memes. You know, like for music and stuff. You cannot use
Oh
this meme.
right, yeah, the European Union voted on that.
Well, no, it hasn't been voted actually.
Oh, it hasn't. I don't really keep up with politics. I have no idea.
No, it's not. It's not a thing right now. But I think it's funny to say.
Nana's residence is drawing in all the origami.
So,
Enemy is down.
You are facing the opposite way.
I was wondering where.
Over here. Wrong way.
But I was going the other way, and you said I was
Oh, wait.
the wrong way.
Oh, well, the other way. Well, it's down here.
Where?
Over here.
Oh, shit.
Again, this is one thing I just do not like about God Eater. How enclosed the spaces are.
Yeah. That's an issue. You know, well, there's one thing that made me laugh that I saw today, and there's a YouTuber that has a decent subscriber base, or whatever, like in the hundreds of thousands. I forgot his name, but he does a lot of Nintendo stuff, and he reviewed East 8, and he basically defecated on Xenoblade, saying that East 8 was Xenoblade, what Xenoblade should have been.
You know what? So again, you know how my opinions generally align with my anime lists,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, there was a thread on Xenoblade 1 the other day,
Uh-huh.
and there's apparently, again, I say apparently because I cannot say for certain, but there's this one guy who got a lot of replies because his post said, I played Xenoblade 2 and I liked it, but I didn't want to play Xenoblade 1 because the girls looked like shits. And most of the replies boiled down to, "Yup, that's exactly what every Xenoblade 2 fan thinks." Things like that, and of course, the guy who likes Xenoblade 2 is a waifu shitter or something like that. I've not played Xenoblade 2. I'm enjoying Xenoblade 1, but Xenoblade 1 is I've hit a sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It's gotten a lot. It's become very difficult all of a sudden.
Yeah, those games are pretty hard, actually. But yeah, the guy said, basically gameplay-wise, that, it was so much more fun to play East 8 compared to Xenoblade, where it's like automatic attacks with QTEs and it's slow and all the frame drops. Because he had a good point in my opinion, and it's that, sure, like they downgraded a lot of textures and graphics in East 8 on the Switch, but at least it runs smooth and nice. Unlike Xenoblade, which looks a lot better but runs like shit. Let's be honest, the game Xenoblade 2 on the Switch runs like shit, and I can see it even myself. So a freaking blind man, almost blind I guess, can see all those frame drops so badly that it's almost cringe-worthy. Like some moments I was almost cringing at the amount of frame drops. That was so bad it made me want to. So really, like, it's either a beautiful game or a game that runs well. So between the two, I think it's, for an action RPG, you want frame rate over. You want good frame rates. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on? I cannot heal for some reason.
Other way. There's a healing post here.
Wait, 'cause-
Wait, did you try healing?
yeah.
Oh, I think you posted a healing post. And then you just didn't go to it. Give me a moment. I will heal you.
Okay, now I'm okay. You were healing me, and then I got hit at the same time, so it kind of cancelled itself. But whatever. But you know what's funny to me is when it comes to what I've seen so far on YouTube and all those reviews about the Switch version of Ys 8, everybody that is not really in the community or like not a so-called Falcom fan, just a guy or a girl that just like to play games, they say it's great, they say it's cool and all, and then you get those so-called fans that just shit on it because it's Nisa. That's basically what you have.
I'm just going to defecate on the game because it shipped with bugs.
There's bugs.
I mean, they might not be game-breaking bugs, but apparently, NIS America had to put out a newsletter saying these are the patches we are going to put out for the next 2 weeks because of bugs we found. It's mostly stuff like text, a few text problems, a few problems with icons, things like those.
Well, my game has the same issues on God Eater, for example. So, I mean, nowadays, okay, let's be fair and honest. Do you remember when Trails in the Sky got released on Steam? Because I sure do. With all those...
The first one, or FC or SC?
FC. Remember like the massive, gigantic bugs, like with purple... I don't know, the screen was like in negative mode with purple all over the place in the opening. That was such a disaster. I even posted a tweet back when it came out saying like, wow, this is really bad, and everybody was asking questions to Exceed saying, what the hell is this, why is this happening, why is the game crashing all the time? Like, that was a disaster when it came out. So I want to be fair, because Exceed did the same kind of bullshit, even worse in fact, for the if we count like the bugs that started with FC, but then they improved it and everything was fine after a while. So
I would not know that. I bought FC pretty late.
yeah, I bought it
because I had already played it.
Yeah, I bought it the day of release, which is why I think it's very hypocritical. You have to be a hypocrite to say these things of Nisa when they release buggy messes, when Exit did the exact same thing with FC. So, and it was really bad. I wish I could show you, but maybe I can find my old tweets from a few years ago, but it's really bad. And the game was constantly crashing, so I had to restart all the time, and wow, yeah, that was bad. So I want to be fair,
I mean, the game...
Again, no one was shitting because it was Exceed, and Exceed can do no wrong, but even if they do wrong, they cannot do wrong. But if it's Nisa, oh boy, if something goes wrong,
I'd have to say that my only problem with the Ys 8 Switch version is that it runs at 30 FPS.
I didn't know that, actually.
It runs at 30.
Wow. I mean, the Switch is,
I'm not surprised, but if it's... I'm okay with it in turn-based RPGs. Whatever, I do not care, as long as it runs smoothly enough that it does not hurt my eyes. Action RPGs, I find that utterly abhorrent.
Yeah, I agree with you. And in fact, no one mentioned that when I checked the reactions and the reviews and all that stuff. No one mentioned the 30 FPS. So that's a shame. I mean, I know the Switch is, well, let's be honest, it's not a powerhouse. But yeah, I don't know.
I was honestly I kind of expected it, at least in, what's the word I'm looking for? At least in docked mode to run at 60.
Yeah, especially since they downgraded a lot of textures, and It looks like shit. It even looks worse than the Vita version on full screen. So in dock mode, I mean. So yeah. I don't know. It's 720p. I mean, in dock mode, it's 720p on the TV. Why is the Switch struggling in power? Or I mean, I could say the same for many games on the Switch, but whatever. Piece 8 is not a super powerhouse. It's just a low budget RPG. So they shouldn't.
This is one problem. This is what I was expecting of Ys 8 on Switch. It would have been the PS Vita version with the content from the PlayStation 4 version running at 60 FPS. That's what I was expecting. As in, it would look like the PS Vita. It would look like as if it were on the PS Vita, because the PS Vita is inferior hardware to the Switch.
Yeah. But apparently the Vita version is actually better than the Switch version.
At least in terms of how it, in terms of textures and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not sure. I've not played the Switch version.
Same, but I do want to get it just because I think it would be great to play on the go. Just because I love the game, and if I have played the game, I love that I can play on the Switch. Why not? Even if I finished it already, but whatever. I'll wait to see if I can find a deal or, I don't know, a cheaper opportunity, I guess. I'll see. Because I kind of want it just so I can have something. Because the Vita, like, you could say just get the Vita version, but the screen of the Vita is too small for me, and the Switch has a bigger screen, a portable screen. That's the only
I'm just
reason.
waiting for Nintendo to release the Switch Plus or whatever they'll call it. They always make these. Nintendo has always done this. They've always made newer iterations of existing hardware. You had the Game Boy with the Game Boy Color. You had the.
Yeah, but it was only handhelds, not consoles. And this one is
I consider the Switch handheld.
I wouldn't say it's a full handheld, but it's kind of a hybrid, really. It's meant to be played on the TV as well, so.
I consider it a handheld, which is why they used underpowered hardware.
Because according to Nintendo, it's not a handheld, it's a console that you can play on the go and in your living room. If you.
Okay, no, not handheld, portable.
Yeah.
I consider it a portable. And I put handhelds and portables in the same category.
Well, in any case, that would be a good thing if they released a bigger screen. Maybe one day, if there's like must-owns for me, like really good games that I would like to play, then why not?
Because I highly doubt that Nintendo would release a Nintendo 4DS or whatever.
No, I think it's gonna be over for that. They merged the two worlds of consoles and handhelds into one. So
Exactly. That's why I think they're going to make a new iteration of the Switch at some point.
yeah, I actually hope this will be the case because I don't know. With my vision, I would love to get even if it's big and you need like a huge case to carry it around. I wouldn't mind because that would mean if I go on vacation somewhere, if I'm bored, I can just, play something and actually see what I'm doing, which would be really good for me.
So, if they do release it, you know how the screen is. You know how the main unit has a smaller screen than you would think? You would think that it would take up the entire main.
The bezels
I want
are
it to
huge.
be at.
The bezels are huge. Yeah.
I'd want it to take up the entire main unit in terms of size.
That's one thing I think it makes the Switch look very dated, like almost as if it came out back when the iPad 2 came out or something. Is the huge bezels. It doesn't look good, and the screen is kind of small compared to the unit itself, as you said. So, I don't know. I know Nintendo is kind of always behind the times when it comes to hardware, while they try to be ahead of, what do you call it? Ahead of its time when it comes to, I don't know, gimmicks and stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, that's true, right? After after the Super Nintendo, they kind of always went with the weird, quirky or underpowered systems. Because the N64 on paper was better than the PlayStation, but really it wasn't. Just because of the cartridges. The cartridge system made it an inferior system. To the storage.
That's both a blessing and a curse for Nintendo, though.
Yeah.
On one hand, it allows them to cut costs and make things cheaper. On the other hand, it also makes their hardware incredibly dated, and, well, their competitors have an edge over them.
Yep.
Although at this point, I think it's better that Nintendo has more unique hardware, since consoles are basically glorified PCs at this point.
Yeah, actually, you know, the PS4 and the Xbox One are based on mobile chips as well. The Jaguar is based on a mobile chip.
You said the Jaguar, and for a moment I thought you meant the Atari Jaguar.
No, because it's called the AMD Jaguar. The chipset inside the PS4 and the 8-core chip. The reason why some devs were kind of shitting on the chip was because of bad cores or whatever. Like the 8 cores are, it sounds huge, but actually it's not. The cores are basically bad according to them, and the reason why is because it's based on low power consumption mobile based chip. So yeah, which is why I don't know, the AAA devs are kind of saying you know, the current gen is not as good as it seems. But the Nintendo is worse because it's fully mobile. Like it's basically a smartphone. That's what it is, pretty much.
I'm just kind of, I'm just annoyed that it can't run games that well.
Yeah, that is one major issue. To me, as long as a console can run the games properly, that's all I ask for. Unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch is not even able to do that a year, not right from release, not even a year after release. It cannot run games well, and that's a real shame. Because I love the Switch. I wouldn't have bought a Switch if I wasn't interested, you know. I love the concept of it. I just think it's massively underpowered. Like, massively. Let's be honest.
So I found out, I finally did the experimenting thing, and yes, the blood bullet mutations are tied to the gun type.
Oh.
So yes, if you want to use that recovers OP bullet, you will need to switch to an assault gun.
I see.
And I'm switching back to my blast gun because science curses. I am more used to using that. I hate grinding out these blood arts. I'd rather just put points. You know how some games will give you points along with experience points that you just feed into abilities? I wish it had that.
Yeah.
So we have to go to the laboratory again and talk to Dr. Rachel again.
Oh. Well, let's go, I guess. What am I doing? Where did I go?
You know, I have to do this. I hit the microphone. Don Boru. Leia from God Eater 3.
You think there's already like pictures and all?
There should be. I doubt she's very pop. Yup. Let's see. There are only 10 images on Donboru. One of them is from an artist I don't really like all that much. The other one is from an artist, oh man, I love his stuff, but he never draws characters on model, so I may as well just be looking at OCs. So remember that one picture of Alyssa that I used for the God Eater Resurrection?
Oh yeah.
That's same artist. Oh wait, no, I think I used a different... Same artist, I think. I'm going through these. Let's see. Alyssa University content. Nope, no, I used a different picture.
Oh god.
Origami Simeon Armor Plus. Okay, so we have to go to the terminal. We have to go find some Simeon Armor Plus and then give it to... Remember these missions from God Eater Resurrection? Remember how fun they were? Going to the terminal just to see if we had an item?
Oh yeah.
So we need a Simeon Armor Plus.
Wait, don't we have to talk to, I don't know, Cujo?
She tells... Wait, to who?
She tells me to talk to Cujo or whatever.
Oh, he's in the lobby.
That's what it's telling me to do anyway.
So
Here it is. So I guess we have to...
Okay, you have to get... Now... So, now... Go to the... Now go to the terminal and go get Simeon Armor Plus.
Wait, so what is she saying? Okay, so I need to go to the terminal. I hate those things.
And then you have to get a Simeon Armor Plus. I hate... Hey, I need to go get this thing. Okay, now go get that. I wish they would just say, get these items.
So where do I have to go in the terminal?
Give me a moment. So, you have to go to the terminal, and then I have to go to the terminal too, because I'm terrible at guiding people unless I see the instructions in front of me. You have to go to the terminal, you have to go to inventory withdraw, you have to go get
in which category?
It's go to materials and look for Simeon Armor Plus.
I don't know how it's called in French. I forgot though. So. I wish those shitheads would go away in front of my apartment. It's the
I can hear them.
Yeah, it's the World Cup, so I guess I don't know.
Oh, right, that's the thing. So, when you go to materials in the item storage list, press down, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then press left 10 times.
Down and left 10 times.
Yeah, from when you are in the materials section.
Okay, that's what I did. And I don't see anything. I don't know.
It should be something Armor Plus. I'm not sure what it is in French.
No, so you told me to press down.
No, up. Man, I'm...
And then
Did
up.
I mention I don't know up from down?
And up and then left.
From the very top of the list, up, and then left 10 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it should be somewhere around there.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, get one of those, and then press right 2 times, and see if you can find something called a white claw. It's probably different in French.
White claw? I don't see any.
You don't share your screen. And no, I forgot you can't share your screen when not on PSP. Okay, so I have an idea. If you don't see one, go to craft. Then craft materials. Go to tickets.
Yeah.
And then press up.
Uh-huh.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Feces. We can't do that.
Oh.
Well, we have to grind.
Seriously? But maybe I have it. It's just that I don't see where it is, or the name might be different. I don't know.
Okay. It might be different. So go back to with inventory withdraw.
Uh-huh.
Go to materials.
Uh-huh.
And then down. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So press up from the top of the list, then left 8 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's going on outside? Man,
Maybe someone died.
I don't know, but I think I pressed 8 times, but I see flesh something.
Read what you have.
Well, it's in French, so.
It does say bird flesh.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it says.
Read it. Scroll down and read what you see.
I don't know, it says. Tordon Avia. What is that? I don't know. Those are weird names.
Because from what I'm reading, it says avian wing,
Yeah?
avian joint, avian flesh,
Yeah?
avian claw,
Yeah?
avian tendon,
Yeah?
then white fang, and then after that it's, well, I don't have it here anymore, but it's white claw.
Oh, I don't have it.
Feces, we're gonna need to grind.
I don't know why I don't have it, but I don't.
I mean, I can see why you wouldn't have it, seeing as how we don't really grind.
Gotta love the World Cup.
I don't know what this World Cup thing is.
People are really easily amused. That's just a.
What's this?
Football. Football sucks. I hate football. I think it's for peasants.
Okay, are you talking about football or hand egg?
I'm talking about football, the real football. You know, the one
Okay.
where you use your foot and the actual ball, the football.
Where in Gehenna do I find a White Claw signs curses? Oh, there we go. I'm saying it again. Oh, time to look this up on the internet. God Eater White Claw. Come on, what? Yeah. What in Gehenna? Apparently you get them from... Okay! Found one that we can... has a 60% chance of dropping.
Oh.
So status sort bullets. Yep. So I'm ready.
Okay.
I wish that they would just get it directly from your. I hate how we have to go into our inventory and then deliver it directly to the character. Why can they not just take it from the storage?
Yeah, I know. That's kind of dumb, really.
I mean, when we have to make weapons, it is not like we have to get these things from our inventory and then. Whatever.
This mission will be easy. We could sleep through it and still
Oh my god.
So there's a shiny over there. Yeah, I just heard a woohoo!
enemy data
Yeah.
Ciel has discovered.
Also, I'm starting to have hyperglycemia.
Oh, wow. You had hypo before,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So it sounds like the sugar was too strong or something. I didn't take much though, which is weird because I got really low and now I'm getting really high. I don't see shiny.
It's over here, and the enemy is.
Oh, okay. It doesn't want to take that shiny. Oh, okay, now it does.
Critical hit.
So how can I actually get that item? That's the issue.
Well, we just have to finish this mission, and we will have a 61% chance of actually getting it.
Oh, I see. Okay, what is my...
Nana is using her ability to call the enemy to her. Careful, Nana.
Was Belgium playing today? I don't think it was. I mean, I'm not following the World Cup because I don't give a shit, but... I don't know. I know Belgium was playing against Britain soon.
Oh man, I hate to say this, man, but I hope your people lose.
Well, judging,
You know-
judging by what I'm hearing in the streets, I don't know if they lost.
I mean, look, I'm not the most patriotic person in the world, seeing as how I hate Burgerland.
Uh-huh.
But I do. If there's any country, I still like the UK over. I still like the UK since I spent half my childhood there. Since I spent 1/5 of my life there.
Also, I think it's funny that Germany was disqualified.
Ah.
I know.
Almost done.
Ciel, you've got to fall back. You're in danger. Critical hits
Where is it?
confirmed.
Okay, it's moving kind of fast, which is why I couldn't see, I guess. And it's so annoying, like you get hypoglycemia, you're like, okay, I have to take some sugar, and then you get too high because of it. I mean, if I was taking like, I know someone that has the same case of diabetes as me, and which is my aunt, and when she gets hypo, she eats like a shit ton of stuff, so then she gets like really badly, you know, she gets really high on glycemia after that. But actually, I'm actually careful, so I don't understand why it's happening. That's weird.
So I just had a sort of realization while playing Xenoblade yesterday.
What is it?
Perhaps it's because perhaps it's because I despise American acting,
Uh-huh.
but the voice acting in Xenoblade 1 is not that bad.
You know, it's funny you say that because I hear people always shitting on the English dub on Xenoblade 2, saying it sounds like shit because of the accents.
I'm not sure about Xenoblade 2, but Xenoblade 1 actually has a pretty decent dub, and I think it's because UK actors can act much better than Burgerlanders.
But I know in Xenoblade 2 they have like not only British, but like they have Scottish people, like Irish, whatever. Like they have all kinds of accents, I guess.
So, I remember talking to my friend Daniel the other day, and he said he could not take the dub of Xenoblade 2 seriously because it had all of those accents, and I'm thinking, Negro, you listen to dubs. Oh, he's not a dub fag, but I'm thinking, how can you think that this dub sounds strange or out of place when you play games that take place in Japan with English dubs?
Yeah, I know. That's actually a good point, I think.
Because here's my logic. If a game takes place in Japan, it just seems strange to me if it's in English.
Like Persona, for example.
Like Persona. But if it takes place in some... Take Trails, for example. I do not mind the English dub, except for the fact that they pronounce things incorrectly.
Yeah.
Because it's a fantasy world that's not Japan, even if it does resemble Japan with its whole high school bull feces that I hate.
Yeah, only the names and like some part of the culture inside it is like European-ish. You know, like the names and all kinds of German names, French names, English names.
Schwarzer.
Yeah. It's so, but it's more natural, man.
No, it would sound more natural if they actually bothered pronouncing the names correctly.
Yeah, I know, but
All the words correctly.
yeah, there's no winning against Exceed fags. There's nothing you can do. They will always say something stupid to counter everything. But yeah, it's just blue blanc. You know.
Actually, you want to know why I find that incredibly stupid?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't sound natural. Negro, the English language has silent consonants. Have these people never heard of the word pterosaurus? There's a P in there. That's silent.
Yeah, and when you say you know, you don't say you know, you say you know. A knight is
You
not
don't-
a knight, it's a knight.
I've told you about this, that you can spell the word fish Ghoti.
Yeah.
It's not like anyone says throg.
I guess this episode will be a World Cup special because like with all the noise I'm hearing, it's I cannot do anything about it. I bet it's loud in the mic.
I can barely hear it over the game music.
Okay, that's like
But when I actually edit this, I'm going to be quieting the game, so I have no idea.
yeah. I'll see. That's how it is. I mean, it's still way more, you know, it's less noisy than living in town, so I'm not gonna complain. That happens like once every whatever, so.
I would hate living in a city because of how loud it would be.
Yeah, cities are very loud. That's one thing I noticed. I have some family that... What the fuck is going on? I cannot see anything. I have some family that lives in towns and stuff, in cities. And, you hear lots of noise day and night. I wonder how people do, like musicians, for example. I wonder how musicians do when they live in cities, because I highly doubt even apartments and houses have like super strong sound isolation to a point where you don't get any intrusion.
I mean, I never...
Is it dead yet?
I've never... No, I thought it was about to die, but... And just rammed me. I thought it was about to die, but then, no, it survived.
Oh, that sucks. And also,
I think they're pretty far from dying, because Ciel actually has an ability that lets you see the enemy status.
Ah,
And so far, none of them look like they're going to die soon.
shit. Oh, so it can hit me even on top of this thing. Okay. Oh shit. I hate this so much. All of that just...
This is not even a story mission, it's just taking an eternity.
Yeah.
It's just because we have to grind out for items. It's filler! It's filler just like in Resurrection.
Yep. And I hate it, to be honest. I never liked filler, especially when it's... You know, if you want to do filler, at least do something fun. You know, something... I don't know. That makes you have fun. Not something like that. That's not fun. It's kind of like... pointless grinding. You know, like sometimes you have some good kind of grindings and the bad kinds, I guess, in video games. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's I'm not against grinding at all, but some games just do it so badly. It just feels like it's trying to make the game longer just for the sake of making it longer, which is really annoying.
I'm gonna stay here and heal for a second, okay?
Yeah, well, hey, main characters, we need you to go get this item. Just get it from... I mean, I can understand... I can understand it's something where... This is the sort of thing where if you have the item, you can just get it from your inventory.
Uh-huh.
And then you can just skip doing a mission altogether.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just find this tiresome.
Yeah, it is.
If you don't have the item, well, you have to get it from your you have to go grind it out anyway.
Yep.
So one of them is almost dead.
Uh-huh. I'm just mindlessly eating the thing again and again just because I like it. I don't know why.
I'm dead.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Ciel, I just noticed the Ciel's wearing pink pantos.
Oh, nice. Pink. That's surprising.
I got a nice shot as she revived me.
Oh, nice. That would be funny for every time we get revived. Panty shot. You can see our character just staring like, oh, that's nice. You know, like the pervs in anime or whatever.
Yep. And I'm dead again.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I did that. I did say the exact same thing in Resurrection. Pretty damn sure. You know, like reviving us by showing panties or whatever. I don't know. I think I did say something like that in the past, but whatever. It's been a long time.
I still need to find an artist. I just keep forgetting about doing that. But yes, one of them is almost dead, and then we're going to have to deal with the other one.
I cannot help but think back to the stuff I saw on JList about what is it called, esports in Japan, where the loser got a porn star's panties as a gift. You know,
Oh, I don't understand that thing. I don't understand the whole sniffing. Oh, here's a pair of panties. It's going to lose its scent. Like, if you're into that thing, it's going to lose its scent after a few days.
But still, I just think it's funny. Like, she gave her panties in live. Like, she removed them and gave it to him. Like, here we go. She was hosting the event with like if there was an AV that was hosting the event with the, I don't know, president. I just think it's hilarious. Like you would never see that in the West. But I'm pretty damn sure you would never see that ever.
The West is full of too many prudes. I mean, come on. Have you seen the people that don't... Have you seen what happened to Omega Labyrinth Z?
No.
Oh, you don't? So, there was a game that P-Cube was going to be put out. I believe it was a compile heart game. And it was about breast expansion. And it was already translated, all ready to go. And then Sony said, no, we're not letting you put this on our platform.
Really?
So, and by the way, the game came out in Japan first as a game on PS Vita and PS4.
That's fucking stupid. Really, just
And
for breast?
remember, the game was fully translated, all ready to go. Then Sony pulled the plug.
Oh my god.
So Sony of Europe and Burgerland.
Yeah, I know, because both Europe and Burgerland are pretty similar in terms of culture, as much as I hate to accept it, but it's kind of the same thing when it comes to video games and markets. You know, the whole market on its own is kind of the same. But yeah, it's... Why? Plus, Sony did accept games like Galgun, which is like... I'm sorry, but Galgun, the whole thing is like... I don't know, it's just about pervy things. So why...
Also, Bullet Girls Fantasia. Have you seen what is in that game?
No, actually I haven't.
There's a YouTube account I follow called Censored Gaming. They put out a video called Sony is putting this on their platform.
Oh.
And it's full of like just girls getting their clothes torn off. Senran Kagura does that! Come on!
Yeah.
That made it through.
Even the game that nobody remembers from Combine Heart, Omega Quintet had that. Like, when you get hit by monsters, after a while your clothes get destroyed and you have to reinforce them and upgrade the clothes so that they don't break easily. Which I actually liked that. Never finished the game because the quest system made me completely nuts, but fuck off, stupid thing. But yeah, they did have that as well, so I don't know.
And again, the game was fully translated, all ready to go. P-Cube did say, well, maybe we could do it on Steam, maybe, we don't know.
Steam could work, I guess.
Because you can put hentai games on Steam now.
Yeah. Are they going to do it though? I don't know.
If they do it, then Steam will become the savior of JRPGs.
Yeah. I mean, you have platforms that opened recently selling hentai games, but they're not gonna be happy about that, I'm assuming. You know, the ones that were trying to cash in on the whole Steam scandal thing of removing games and all of that.
Steam really just... They really messed up with that.
Yeah, they really did. And in fact, I like what I read about that because it looked like they were basically apologizing, like, okay, we're sorry, okay, you know. I just think it's kind of funny the way they basically apologized and said, yeah, you know what, there is no winning in this, so whatever, just bring it on. I guess.
The thing is, I'm all for Steam curating what's on their platform because there's so much rubbish on Steam.
That is the issue.
So I'm fine with them, but they need, unfortunately, because of the sheer amount of rubbish, they kind of need to take their time with this.
Oh, I know why I'm having hypoglycemia. I forgot to take my evening shot.
Oh.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to stop. I hope the mission is over soon so I can get my evening shot. And also...
Yeah, we can end early today after this.
Yeah, because I really need to do it. How could I forget? This is really I was so engrossed into this Let's Play that I actually forgot to take my evening shot at 9:30 p.m. That's sometimes I really. My dad's gonna be mad. I was smelling the acetone in my, you know, when you get hypoglycemia, you can actually smell the acetone from your nose. That's really gross. Acetone is a poison, by the way.
I know that.
Well, I'm not dangerously high. I'm at 227, which is 27 over the limit, but it's still rising, so... And I'm gonna die! Because I'm not paying attention now.
Both figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, one of them is dead. The difficult one is dead.
Where is it?
Come over here! Eat it! Devour it! Come on!
I'm
Come on!
stuck,
Get
I'm
over here!
stuck, I'm
Get over here!
Okay, I got it.
There you go.
I got it.
I'm just spamming bullets now.
Let's try to finish this and yeah.
Origami activated. We are not yet done.
I'm just spamming the same bullet over and they're not even hitting. I'm too far.
Shit.
Blood Alpha, fall back and recover.
Sorry, that
We need you
word
in this
thing.
fight. Origami.
Almost sort of dead.
And I'm using so many pills this episode.
I'm going to check if we need to... What's the word I'm looking for? If we need to upgrade our weapons or something, because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it used to be that we would have beaten this boss by now a few episodes ago.
Yeah. But we did upgrade recently, didn't we?
Not really. We just gave small upgrades. We did not do any full upgrades to our weapons.
Okay, I see. And I'm assuming we're gonna have to grind for that too.
I'll check.
Oh, what am I seeing? Okay, the camera was kind of weird.
It's almost dead.
Time to spam the attack button.
Okay, it's dead, finally!
Oh god. No, I don't want to shoot. Oh, okay. Okay, I got the food, I guess.
Keep a weather eye, everyone. Some tea will be just the thing to restore my
Yep, it's pink.
Be sure to hand in your after action report when you return to base.
I'm staring at Ciel's panties like with a massive zoom on it.
You know, I will always say this. I think hot pants are a lot better than panty shorts because... Ah! No! It's always staring up there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I finish this so I can do my shot. I can do something fast also to correct my mistake. It was being diabetes, that's what happens with too much anyway.
Okay, so, you probably got the item.
Yep.
That's the same, how long have we been playing? And how much time enough?
Yeah, enough.
I'll probably add this into the next recording though, because I don't feel like this episode's complete.
Yeah, it's not. I do the same.
It's probably more because part 1, kind of the recording last. Oh, okay, so yeah, okay, cutscene's not. Oh, by the way, because it's a part of my former name, I'm going to be Let's Playing Shining Resonance Refrain.
Oh, really?
Yes, but because I'm me, and just so people will not be able to find me, I'm going to replace the word resonance with resonance, but in katakana.
Ah. It's coming out next week at the time of recording.
Yeah. Sure of it. Why? Unmanned soldiers. Pilots, West and God Eaters go out there and risk their lives. Keep people safe. Having them be pilotless is
I'm still reading the text, so.
You know, it's very strange how this part is not voice acted when pretty much all the others are.
Yeah.
You have to go through all of the... You know, I do not understand why the point in putting options in how you... You know when when you get multiple options, but you pretty much have to go through all of them?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't understand that.
Same. I don't like it. So I'm gonna get some pills, I guess. Oh, I have them. Okay, never mind.
Wait, did this guy just sniff a letter he got from Dr. Rachel?
Yeah, he seems like a kind of a creep.
Dr. Rachel gave me a letter. Okay, so I think we now have a quest. Okay, now we have a quest. So, destroy the walking tank. Am I recording this? I was going to say something, then I forgot. Weasleys! And who's gonna come back up? So, you don't know this, and probably no one's paying attention to your Let's Play, but I'll be honest with you. The people that watch your stuff to try to find me, they probably only watch maybe the first 10 minutes.
Probably.
And then nothing else.
Probably.
So, there's no way they're going to find me when I say this. Yeah, so my new channel's name is Resonance, but it still has the kagikako, the quotation brackets, and it still has the quotation brackets, but it's in katakana, resonance. They're never going to find me. They're never going to find me. Which I just think that's funny how, like, strangely enough, it's the people that subscribe to you are the ones that don't find me. And I don't understand. That just seems strange to me. What in the Gehenna am I doing? Full burst. Hold. No. Sure break. Fact. There we go. Yeah, I just find it funny that they're the ones that can never find me. And I think the funniest part is that it's really easy to find me if you know, just by knowing my dumb habits. Which reminds me, I still need to work on my Tokyo Xanadu video. Because it's nothing but faces posting.
Oh yeah, that thing. I forgot about that.
Here's where you will see. Here's where you see proof that the director of this opening has a foot fetish. I mean, why else would these characters have bare feet? just stupid stuff like that.
Nana's residence is drawing in all the origami.
Yeah, you've been working on that video for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, the thing is, I kept, every time I listen in on how it sounds, I don't like how it sounds, because, just to make it seem more feces posty, I guess, I'm trying to narrate it in my natural accent, but every time because I do have to listen through the recordings, it just feels like I'm doing something wrong. I am not in. I said it. It sounds like I am not inflecting correctly. There's just some times where I cannot escape that word no matter how much I want to. It is not even a no, it is just I need to use it I need to use it because the word is being used for a simile or for description. And not because I keep saying it like an idiot or an Xseed streamer.
Support device now online. The device's effect has disseminated through the region. First level at maximum. Victory is in your grasp.
Okay, so now if one of us dies, then we'll get revived immediately. I really need to finish Xenoblade because I really want to move on to Zero no Kiseki already.
Oh,
I kept saying, oh, I'm going to have so much more time because I have about 6 hours less work and no university this summer. But I still find myself to be too busy.
Yep.
Block!
Being busy is not it's not ideal when you want to play games.
Yeah, it jumped back.
Origami is now restrained.
Gone.
Okay, it's stunned. It's stunned. Unleash Gahanol.
And it's so much better now with the new gun.
What, that you can move while shooting now?
Yeah. The new settings or whatever. Like. And I'm trying to hit the D-pad and for some reason
Origami is disengaging.
The
not
D-pad?
the D-pad, I mean the touchpad. To heal. I was trying to heal, but for some reason it didn't want to.
Block!
Oh shit.
No, it didn't hit you. It was jumping and I thought you were near. I'm trying to break its front plate because breaking things is good in this game.
Yep.
Fall back and recover. We need you in this fight.
Fight through the pain.
You know, I was thinking, I know it has nothing to do with what you're talking about, but I've seen the happy console gamer talking about, yes, we win, East is mainstream now, and I'm like,
You know, not really, it's not mainstream, I mean, it's more popular, but JRPGs will never be mainstream in the
It
West.
is wonderful
yeah.
to see our
And he was saying that was thanks to the Switch, which is, I guess, yeah, ever since the Switch port was announced and now that it came out, it seems a lot more people are talking about Ys, which is strange because it's available on so many platforms. Well, except
And-
the Xbone. You know, the Xbone is not great.
The Xbone has... I really hate saying this, but it has no games. It has more no games than the PlayStation 4.
Yep.
And the PlayStation 4 is the only console I know this generation to have gotten negative games in E3.
Yeah. But I was just thinking, isn't it strange that it had to come out on Nintendo for everybody to talk about this damn game?
Yeah, I don't understand. It's not... Okay, here's something there's something called the Nintendo bias. Where... and this, at least if you look at... You know aggregate review sites?
No.
They're websites where they look at review scores from multiple sites and then average them out.
Uh-huh.
If you look at aggregate review sites, when a game is on a Nintendo system, it always scores higher, at least by a few points.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's what the Nintendo bias is. And
Please confirm how
I don't...
take required precautions.
I really hate this mentality of, oh, it's on the Switch now. No, that's not the right word. I hate this everything. Like, oh, it's on the Switch. That means it's popular now mentality. No, it's not. It's just that it didn't get on a system that you wanted it to be on.
Yeah.
So now you're just bragging about it like a scrub that doesn't actually play games.
Oh, I thought I had this. Ah, shit.
Stay away from that.
I need to get some ammo, but
Give me a moment. I will buff you.
thanks.
So that should help with the OP.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I was thinking about getting it just for shits and giggles on the Switch, but $60 for a game I already finished and enjoyed, it's... Plus Nintendo games never tend to go on sale, which is annoying.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I call that the Nintendo tax. The fact that they never go on sale. I mean, fine, it's their games, they can price it however they want, but that just disincentivizes me from buying their games.
Yeah.
We are not yet done.
One thing I don't understand is Nintendo kind of acts like, as much as people say Sony is being arrogant, especially now for whatever reason, I think Nintendo is a lot more arrogant really in the way they deal with customers and prices and all that stuff. I don't get where it comes from because Nintendo never really sold as much as the competition aside from the Super Nintendo back in, like 25 years ago, even more, and the NES in the US, to be honest, but not in Europe, but in the US. And so Nintendo was always behind and not that popular, especially compared to the PlayStation, and yet they act almighty and I don't know, just a little bit. I don't like how people also act as well, like Nintendo fans, around me at least. Like I'm talking real life, but I don't know, just there's one thing I noticed about. Oh shit.
The only thing I just don't like about Nintendo is I think they're a fine enough company, whatever. I have a preference for Sony, but I will admit that I have a preference for Sony. But if something comes out on Nintendo, it's Nintendo exclusive. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to port beg for
Same.
games to come out on Nintendo.
same.
And you know, I'm not going to fillet. I'm going to at least try not to fillet Sony or Nintendo like Noir Rules 29 does. Seriously, that guy retrips like everything Nintendo news. Who does that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
Aiming your death.
that just kind of screams fanboyism to me. It's like it's like me going out and announcing, "Hey, look, the Sony's having a sale on games. Oh, look, this game's coming out on Sony. Oh, Sony. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. Like, for me, games are just games. What they're on is just circumstantial.
Yep, I agree with you.
I mean, there are games that I'll just. I mean, if I guess I have preferences. I mean, if it's a puzzle game, I'll prefer to get it on what do you call it? I'll prefer to get it on a Switch. If it's a JRPG or visual novel, I'll prefer to get it on a PlayStation 4 or PC. Well, visual novels at least. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems weird to think it's mainstream now that it's on Nintendo.
Yeah, I know, right?
And actually, I don't like things going mainstream. That might sound very hipster of me, but the more mainstream things become, the more it has to pander to that larger audience.
Yeah, I know. That's something I totally agree with. That's something I really dislike, actually, about that. Because it's nice to have recognition and have, I don't know, people really acknowledge the games, but at the same time, it kind of, the series that went through a similar path kind of lost their way, I guess. That's what tends to happen anyway.
Yeah, which is kind of one of the. Yeah, it is a double-edged sword. On one hand, you have, oh wow, a lot more people are able to. I had a discussion about this, about gatekeeping and elitism, and I'm unironically, I always advocate for elitism and gatekeeping in communities. That again, that sounds awful, but the reason why I hate this happened with Monster Hunter, especially with Monster Hunter World. But it used to be whenever I went online, though everyone would always communicate. Everyone would always go into a quest, knowing generally what to do. But when I started playing Monster Hunter World online, it was the complete opposite. Everyone was a complete shitter. People were doing things that no one who's played the game for, no one who's, it's, the best way to describe it is, if you've played Monster Hunter for a long time, and I understand that there will be newbies. There will always be newbies. I was a newbie once.
Yeah.
But when I was a newbie, people shat talked to me. They laughed at me. They get, you know, ever heard of taking your lumps?
No, actually.
Okay, taking your lumps, it's kind of like when you join a gang and you get beat up as a sort of initiation, as a sort of way of saying, this is what it's going to be like. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna get beat up a lot while you're in this gang, so we're just giving you a taste of it right now, like before it gets worse. But yeah, you know, everyone's a noob. Everyone has to trial by fire and all of that. No, when I first started Monster Hunter and I played online, I played with other people. People laughed at me. They would go like, "Kid, what are you doing? Why does your armor suck? Why are you using such a terrible weapon?" You know, why do you keep doing all of these stupid things? And no one's doing that online! Like, everyone's always, oh, it's super friendly. Oh, it's okay that you died. Oh, it doesn't matter that we're about to fail the mission because you died twice. And if someone dies one more time, then we're all screwed and we'll have wasted our time. I sound very elitist, very elitist, very mean-spirited, whatnot, but I don't understand why a game and its community has to sink to a lower level rather than having the newbies, the scrubs, all the shitters, instead of having them raise themselves up to what the level was before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
It really does make me angry.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh wow, cutscene. We can just end after this, probably.
Yeah, because that will be like a 2-hour
Oh,
episode or
welcome.
something in total.
I do apologize for calling you all the way out here to meet with me, Dr. Cujo.
Oh, welcome. I apologize for having to make you all the way out
It's my
here.
pleasure. It's just
64 kilobit
how could I
greatness.
be of any use to you?
Oh, you are just
Can I
a little
sniff your
modest.
feet?
I'm my Fenrir's favorite son, their genius God Arc soldier engineer. Although, I do fear that my sister and I are constantly putting you out.
Not at all. I only think of you as my esteemed rivals. Oh, but not that I could ever even hope to compare to you both.
You flatter me so. I do have something I wish to
You
show
can tell
you.
this guy's a
Call
white
it a
knight.
side project of mine. Come, you can't see it from there.
Huh? Oh, yes. Of course. Wow.
I can smell the
Is that a
shampoo.
biological control device for the God Arc soldiers?
You are clever.
What a
I thought,
creep.
perhaps, it may be of use to the autonomous control.
His
you're
eyes are
developing.
open
Who
so
knows what you
widely.
could achieve?
Oh, Dr. Rachel, it's perfect. This is just what my research needs. Is it connected to blood units bias factors?
It is indeed.
I mean, I understand that they're
Herein
trying to
are
make him
results
sound
discovered from their
creepy,
resonance,
but
as well as all of the Far East branch's research. Truly a sight to see. If you wish, you may look through my files to glean the details. Actually,
Whoa.
I was hoping that I might ask you to take over this research in my stead.
If it pleases
Some
you,
manipulation going
does a
on
dream
here.
come true? It's only that
Please.
I mean, I know she's the
Keep in
villain,
mind.
but
Obviously.
you know very well that my work opposes yours and Dr. Leia's.
Look at her face.
you know, here's one thing I don't
Why
understand:
would you help
who
me when
actually
there's so much to
wears
lose?
veils? Well, who actually wears those things? Unless it's a funeral.
You'll forgive me if I don't.
Also,
respond
her
to
hand
your
is clipping
hurtful
through her
questions.
sleeve.
Miss Rachel, I didn't mean to. Well,
Like, I didn't mean to offend you.
There is
Please let me
one
sniff your
concession
socks.
To my assistance, Doctor. You must take sole credit for this. I don't want my name mentioned even in passing. My research will help you.
You know who you reminds me
And
of,
I'm proud
actually?
of that. But I have
Kind
only
of,
one
in
sister.
that sense.
Leia is my
Dr.
only
Franks.
family. I cannot,
Oh,
will not
right.
lose her.
Yeah.
I apologize, Doctor.
Oh my god, I got my arm bitten off! Oh, it's so
no
great!
need to apologize. I
Oh
simply
man, I
understand.
was able to get her hair.
I so admire your devotion to both your work and your sister.
Dr. Cujo,
Actually, he
thank
did
you.
mention, oh
You
man,
have done for
I
me
just
more
fell
than
in
you
love
know.
or something.
I will
like
export
that,
all this
I
data
think.
to
Yeah,
you.
that
You may begin.
that guy was an
At
anus.
Yeah, and his
I've been
excuse for
meaning
being
to.
an anus was, I'm an
Perhaps
atheist.
we may take this.
Oh, he
opportunity
is
to
trying to
become
white
friends.
knight. He is trying to get laid.
Oh god.
He's like, can we be friends?
Rachel?
Oh god.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah,
This is
this is
painful.
sad.
Yeah, this is painful.
So sad.
And she's gonna take advantage of that.
Oh man, this is so funny to me. Hard drives of the future.
Ah.
But I think this is a good place to end now.
Yes.
戦えファルコムジャーザラドゥの正義のために
決めポーズよ。ミシシ